Operation Torch was an invasion of French North Africa that started on November 8, 1942. 3 task forces were formed in order to complete this operation. General Patton's forces were aimed at Casablanca. Friedenthal's forces were aimed at the Oran, Morocco. And Anderson led his forces to Algiers, Algeria. A total of 556 paratroopers landed in Oran and took the Tafarqueh airport. This was a good thing because that meant that there'd be little to no air support on their side to actually be used against us. On November 8, 1942, the Western Task Forces led by General Patton landed at Safi Fadala and the Medea port. The task force made a huge mistake when they decided not to bomb the French forces because they thought that they would not fight back. This caused unnecessary casualties on our side. However, we took Casablanca on November 10th because they surrendered, I believe, an hour before our final assault. The Eastern Task Force, led by General Anderson, landed at 3 points on the beach. The good thing is the only fighting took place on the port of Algiers itself. One British destroyer happened to actually get to the docks and release a group of Marines to help win the endeavor. There would have been 2 destroyers that got to the docks, but one was held down by heavy artillery fire. But General Juin surrendered at 6 p.m. that day. The Central Task Force, led by Friedenthal, was split into 3 teams. 2 teams went to the west of Oran, and 1 team went to the east. The team on the east captured a shore battery fairly quickly. The teams were exchanging fire with French batteries on November 8th and 9th. However, because the British battleships were keeping such huge heavy fire on the French, they decided to surrender on November 9th. What surprised the task forces was the fact that the French actually fought them back, even though they were their allies at one point. This is one of the factors that made Patton decide not to bomb when he should have, and that cost us some casualties. Overall, the Allies lost approximately 480 people, with another 700 soldiers wounded. The main great success of Operation Torch was the fact that it gave us a jumping off point to get into Italy and take them out of the war, which eliminated a good threat. In my opinion, Operation Torch was the smartest thing the Allies had done during World War II, because it got rid of Italy, it put Germany on the defensive for the rest of the war.